What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone, and welcome back to another draw, another 0-0, another very boring game, another game without any ideas, a game with actually nothing about it. You know, if we're completely honest, you can look the positive, and we have a lot of players out, and we might have to add Savona to it as well. If you look at that aspect, you're like, cool, a point. But the situation we're in the Champions League, 8 points is worrying. Like for me, it's extremely worrying considering the teams we have to play. Bruges, who shouldn't be a problem for us. However, on a small pitch away from home, they will be a problem for us. Man City will be a problem despite them losing, and Benfica won't be a walk in the park. So right now, we have a situation that for me is serious and on and off the pitch. Off the pitch with the injuries, on the pitch, we lack a lot of things. We have no ideas moving forward. So that's what we're going to talk about. Before we do that, as always, hit the like button. At least smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, bell notification as always. And let's dissect this, whatever this was. Okay, so 0-0 doesn't help us at all in the Champions League standings, in my opinion. Like I said in my intro, extremely boring game for both teams. I think, like for Villa, it's a good point because, well, they play at home. They already had 9 points. Fantastic. You win against Bayern and you don't lose against Juve after being in the Champions League for the first time, I don't know, about 30 years, I don't know. Fantastic for them, you know, and good, you know, but that game had 0-0 written all over it from the get-go. It was very clear what the intentions were. Again, I don't think we didn't try to win. We just have no idea how to win at this moment in time. That's just the reality of the matter. You know, we play the back, like we keep the ball in our own half like no other team. We play it back, we keep it safe, but there's not that one moment where it's like, okay, now we hit the gas pedal and we all go, we all move, and it's Conceição, maybe 2, 3, 4 players entering the box. That's absolutely not the case right now. And that's why, like with the injuries, you have more you have more options. You have potentially an option to use Nico Gonzalez, Vlahovic, maybe if you want to use Milik, Douglas Luiz. Like, you have options. If you want to use McKennie, fine. We don't have options right now. However, for me, the worrying part is with the players still available, or a bunch of them available, I kept on saying that attacking wise, we still do not look good. You know, I think this formation is not helping. Like Colt Miners doesn't look good in the 10, and that's I'm actually being nice. He looks horrible in the 10. He looks clueless. He was in my opinion, the reason or the moment he touched the ball, Aston Villa started pressing, and he looked completely lost. He looked like a deer in the headlights. The moment, and it's like a small sample size, Fagioli came in my opinion, and we dropped Colt Miners a little bit, and he played with the 2. He looks useful because he's a player. He's not wasteful. He is wasteful right now, but normal state, he's not a wasteful player, not at all. Like the complete opposite of wasteful. But in that 10 position, he's extremely wasteful. From first touch to passes to not getting involved, this is not working. And this has nothing to do with injuries. This is just decision making, in my opinion. If you want to use a 10, draw Yildiz inside more. I don't know, like these things worked earlier on, and I think they're going to work long term, especially right now. So that's one thing. The other thing is that we make stupid things. Like we make stupid fouls on the edge of the ball when there's no need for it. Like even late when we got away with the Di Gregorio one, which was a foul, by the way, it starts with Fagioli. I think Fagioli losing the ball without any reason, because we're so slow in the build up, and at one point you're just gonna lose that focus for 1 second and the ball gets intercepted. Like these things are because the way we play. It's all cool controlling games, but if you control games on your own half and you do nothing with that possession, it's pointless, because an opponent, only needs one moment, one corner, one deflected shot, and that game is gone, because you're not you're controlling the game, but you're not really controlling the game in terms of if something goes south, we can step it up. We're not in that type of control right now. You know, if we go 1-0 up and we control the game like that, fantastic. But that's not the case right now. We don't look threatening at all. We are very predictable, you know, and especially with nobody holding up the ball, it becomes more easier. It's obvious what Conceição is going to do. It's obvious what Yildiz is going to do. And I feel sorry for them a little bit because everybody on planet Earth knows what's going to happen when those two get the ball. They cut inside most of the time, and the moment they cut outside, and try to play that ball into the box, there's nobody. Like, that's just the reality. There is nobody. No midfielders. Maybe Timothy Weah pops up, but there is nobody. It's so predictable. It's not easy for these players as well, in my opinion. But man, this is not good. You know, this is not good in terms of attacking. And I want to be optimistic and say, hey, if the players come back from injury, it's all fixed. It's not fixed. That's it, because it wasn't fixed before the injuries. Like, it was a problem, not to this extent, because now it's extreme, but it was clear that it's not good enough up front. You know, attacking wise, it still needs a lot of help. And now with all the players out, it's even worse because we create absolutely nothing. Like, nothing. We don't create any sort of danger. Not one moment in that game did we look dangerous. Not at all, because it's predictable. It's Conceição and try to beat 3, 4, 5 players, and at times he does that, you know, and it's actually amazing to see that he succeeds because he shouldn't be succeeding. Like, he's taking on a lot of players, but that's not the key to success at all, you know. So I don't know what the solution is. Maybe it is quote miners dropping in, but this is not good. You know, they can come out. It's a good point. Yeah, if you look at the players we're out, you know, the squad is havoc. Yeah, it's a good point, but for a Champions League campaign, it's not a good point. You know, you dropped too many points already. You know, you shouldn't have lost against Stuttgart, and you should have beaten Lille. We're in a situation right now where we need to win at least 2 games, and it doesn't sound easy. Like, nothing comes easy for us right now. So, I don't know. Extremely disappointed. Not surprised at all, because I said 1-1. I said we're going to try to control that game, take the pace out of it. We did that, but yeah, we never, you know, had anything to up that pace and, you know, make something happen for ourselves. So 0-0, fair result, I think, at the end of the day. Aston Villa will probably take that. You know, Malta will probably take that. But as a fan, you cannot be happy about that. You know, despite all the difficulties, I get it. But, you know, this is a serious problem we have right now. So let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Let's see what Malta has to say post-game. Ciao.